The scene was so horrific that it terrorized the entire region. On the evening of March 12, 1846, he armed himself with knives and a bayonet and walked 2.5 miles to the Van Nest family farm in Fleming. What happened that night was unspeakably brutal. Freeman entered the Van Nest home and systematically murdered 4 people: John Van Nest, his pregnant wife Sarah, their young son George, and a visiting relative, Phoebe Wyckoff. John Van Nest was stabbed multiple times and died trying to protect his family. Sarah Van Nest, 6 months pregnant, was stabbed repeatedly. Little George Van Nest, just a child, was stabbed to death. And Phoebe Wyckoff survived the initial attack but died of her injuries 2 days later. The scene was so horrific that it terrorized the entire region. Freeman had not just killed, he had slaughtered an entire family, including a child and an unborn baby. The brutality was beyond what most people could comprehend. Freeman made no attempt to flee. He was found nearby, covered in blood with the murder weapons. When captured and interrogated by local officials, Freeman's explanation was as chilling as the crime himself. He told interrogator James Bostwick and others that he was 5 years in state prison wrongfully and made up his mind that somebody must pay for it. When pressed about his reasoning, Freeman explained his twisted logic. He believed if he killed around the country, they would pay. This was the explosion of a mind that had been deliberately broken by years of torture, seeking payment through the only currency his damaged psyche could conceive: terror and death. When I think about what Auburn's systematic torture had done to Freeman's mind, how they had taken a freeborn citizen and methodically destroyed his humanity until he became capable of such horror, one word captures what the prison had created: shattered.